Yeah, pretty much.
And I got Bad Mood Rising.
Instead of Blood Moon.
Yeah. Whoa, seriously? Terraria?
I know. Remember there was a Blood Moon trophy in this game.
Was it? Anyway, so pretty much the... Yeah, imagine that being right up to your face. Trip balls Earth. No, but so pretty much they all brought the Earth. Probably because Isaac was like really the only one that actually somewhat stopped them. And I don't know how many thousands of years they've been doing this. Even millions of years. So they said, hey, let's go take over Earth. So Isaac's the one that pissed them all off. If the Earth gets destroyed, blame Isaac. Anyways, what would you rate that DLC?
Like 7.5.
I would not. I kind of got pissed. $9 is a bit much for like what?
Well, I mean, when you take out the whole price aspect, it's 7.5. When you add in how much it cost, like, it doesn't
Yeah,
quite.
because even though we had a fuck up in the beginning, I mentioned it was an hour pretty much.
It was. My video footage says it's about an hour and 3 minutes.
Yeah, so like that's kind of like, I don't know, DLC, they did say it was 3 hours, so unless we put it on such an easy level.
I know, right? I don't know. I don't think there were any co-op missions inside of it either. Like, it felt pretty linear.
Yeah, I didn't
Honestly,
see any yet.
yeah, the DLC, considering how much it costs, is probably like a 5 or a 6.
I don't know, it was good. It like leads to the, pretty much I personally believe they did that just to make a 4th game.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of, because if you look at it ended before, it was pretty much Isaac dying.
But like, there was talk of they've even been asked questions about why this wasn't included in the game, and they gave some stupid response. And I'm just thinking, now that I've played it, why didn't you just have this as like bonus for the game itself?
Okay, the thing I can think of is like, didn't they do this with Mass Effect 2? They had a shit ass ending, and then they had to release a DLC to make a better ending.
Yeah.
But, I don't know why people do this. Like,
I mean, the ending to Dead Space 3 was fine, but
yeah, but I mean that's a good ending if you want to end the series. But knowing these people, they never can end the series because they try to. The problem is it's just in general. You have to know when you have to end a series. When you have to end a series, like if it's going shit, you have to end it. The thing is, I'm not sure if this game is considered shit compared to the other ones, but I mean, the way they do it is pretty much all games. The most likely will always have a sequel, unless the company goes under and stuff. Which is kind of sad, because same thing with TV shows. When a TV show is just getting shit, it's a good time to end it.
yeah, I mean, Death Grips is a musical thing that you probably never heard of. They put out about 3 albums, and they were like, yep, we're cancelling all our tours, all our future dates, we're disbanding. We're at the peak, we're done.
Oh, so they're actually smart enough to do that.
Yeah, Death Grips. They were like, okay, we're at the peak. Yeah, I mean, if you're into that, they were very out there.
No, but I mean,
like,
generally, do a lot of people like
we're
them?
done. Yeah, a lot of people like them.
Do a lot of people pissed that they left?
Quite a few. I mean, they've had a history of like not showing up to tour dates, so like their live performances were really sketchy, but their albums were good.
Because I don't know, the thing is, like, I always like with TV shows, I always enjoy a TV show that they already know, like most TV shows, if you look at the ending, it's not really an ending you planned. It's more of an ending like we got canceled. We have to rush everything, which I never liked. But I mean,
the one that pissed me off most about that one was Dead Zone. Fucking Dead Zone.
Which one, the old version or the new one? Because they remade it.
It's a TV series based off the Stephen King thing, and
Dead Zone, the TV show.
Yeah, they got cancelled before they could really come to any sort of conclusion. I was pissed.
Because I watched the original one. I like the movie. The movie was pretty good.
Yeah, the one with Christopher Walken.
Yeah, I like the guy grabs a baby.
Oh my goodness.
That totally ruined his career. No, but I'm just generally speaking, like, I don't know how we got into the subject, but the thing that I always find annoying now with like game publishers, they don't know when to end a game now, because all they think is money. All they see is green.
Yeah, like all
Call of Duty.
all publishers and game makers now seem to be thinking about sequels so that they can keep the machine going.
But I mean, like, that's the problem. Like, you have to like sit back and think of a new concept, and I fucking hear a helicopter at sometimes.
Like what makes there are a lot of developers now trying to get fan feedback on how to make what made the original game so special, and here's my answer to that is when you made the first game, they were fucking inspired.
Yeah.
Because when you make a first game, you're inspired with an idea, and then you're forced to expand upon that, and you're maybe not as inspired as you were when you first started.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
what
Like
makes
with new
them
games,
shit.
it's like a whole new, like, kind of like, what do you call that? Like a table. Like you have all these things you can go in any direction, and after a while, when you already hit all these things, they're like, what are we gonna do now?
Yeah, I mean,
Like, I don't know. After Halo 1, I remember Halo when it first came out. Everyone was like, "Oh, good." I remember when I first played it on the Xbox. I didn't own an Xbox. Oh, EA Canada. But anyways, I didn't have an Xbox. My cousin had it. I remember I played it. I really enjoyed it. After the second one, I was like, okay, it's getting kind of boring.
Halo 1 and 2 were really great, and then after that, it was just like, why?
After the second one, it got really into politics and shit, and I was just like, yeah, I don't really care for that.
Like Halo 3, I played it, and I enjoyed it at the time, but like, it was whatever. I mean,
I enjoyed Halo 3 for just the co-op aspect of it.
yeah.
I didn't play the multiplayer because people just shot you in the face. And I remember when they closed the servers for Halo 2, people got pissed. Anyways, generally, like, the way they ended it would seem like they didn't want to make another Dead Space. Like, do you remember how they released this DLC? Did they release it a couple months after? Or?
I think they released it like along with like it was maybe a month or so after launch. I think.
So it was planned then, like.
Yeah.
So that
it was
angers me.
definitely
So we had to buy the DLC to actually know what actually fucking happened. So this is pretty much a true ending. See, this could have been another chapter. Pretty much.
It's based, yeah. That's what I was saying. It could have been like an extra thing.
See, this is what concerns me about DLC, and I got really nervous in the beginning when I started hearing about DLC. They can pull shit like this.
Yeah.
They make a game. Like, I think even.
I mean,
as I said, Mass
the
Effect
worst. Yeah. Well, the worst offender is honestly, and one of the first offenders, I should say, was Ubisoft with Prince of Persia.
Because
they gave you,
I never actually beat that ending. I remember the ending of that, because I remember I did a recording of it and I fucked up, so I ended it.
They gave you an epilogue DLC.
Yeah, and I remember you can't get that on the PC, right?
I don't think you can now.
Yeah, I wanted to record that. I haven't got a chance to. Yeah, because I was playing on the PC, and I remember one of my first games I bought for the PlayStation 3, rented, back when I first got it, was Prince of Persia, and at the ending, I remember I was like, he just fucking killed the planet or whatever and saved her, and I was like, yeah, this is a weird ending. And then I never found out until I think you mentioned to me there was an epilogue. And I was like, wow, I like seriously.
It was one of the first offenders to actually lock off game content and put it into a paid DLC.
Oh, so you're saying this was actually on the disc?
No, it was literally like they had an ending that they took from the game to put it as DLC.
Like, is that even allowed? Like, DLC. I would think that's questionable because that is game content.
I don't know. I don't know.
At least not. That didn't really pick up a lot of like. Let's all do that.
By the way, on a note about microtransaction games, it's actually a law in Europe now that you cannot label games with microtransactions free anymore.
Well, what do you mean?
So if a game doesn't cost anything to play but has shitloads of microtransactions,
yeah, they do that a lot on Android phones.
You cannot label them free.
For real, they did that in Europe?
Uh-huh.
That is a very good idea because all you see is everyone's like, free, and then you do it and it says, get farther in this, you have to do microtransaction.
Apparently, I heard like on a My Little Pony game, there's like $100 DLC microtransaction pack that you can buy repeatedly. I'm like, why the fuck would you put that in there?
Yeah, so they actually changed that because I know Europe has pretty much been certain things like. What I understand is like what you said in Europe, like when you buy shit, like it doesn't say plus tax; it actually has a tax in it.
Yeah.
Like here, I'm not sure in the United States, but here they actually say plus tax, and when you talk to someone, you can't say the total; you say this plus tax. It's like a taboo; you can't say the full price, which is fucking annoying. And I pretty much, they haven't made that law here with what you said with the microtransactions. I hope they do soon because. It's very fucking trickery. Like you're not allowed doing that. Like that's bullshit.
Yeah.
So hopefully that law will become universal soon. Most laws like that, hopefully, would become universal. Anyways, in my opinion, that should have been an extra chapter because that's a great way to like. Everyone's like, I beat Dead Space 3. Isaac died. Carver, like we don't really know what happened to him. And it was okay game. And then all of a sudden the fourth game comes out and you don't get the DLC. Let's just say you don't have the internet. For some weird reason, you would never know.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, that's what I remember a lot of games. The Xbox one, for instance, Bully, for the Xbox, they remastered it, and what I found out is the game's broken until you patch it. And a lot of people, this bully came out a while ago, and I remember a lot of people were like, oh, this is bullshit because what happens if you don't have internet? And like, well, you get the crap version.
Yeah.
And I remember people just don't give a shit. I remember in the PlayStation 2 era, before they had the whole internet on games, like when a game had a bug, they better not make it broken. Like, it must be like a little tiny bug, like nothing really big.
I think there was a point where I'm not sure if a game has ever been recalled due to a bug because you can't patch it on an older system.
Oh, you want to hear a game that they actually fucked up? Elder Scroll 2 Daggerfall. They were rushed to actually make the game so fast that they actually said you can't really beat the game.
That's funny.
I'm never actually sure if that's true or not because I tried to play that and I just couldn't pick it up because the controls were so
those games are hard to get into anyway because they're just so fucking old.
But they actually said I actually asked my friend because he played it for a good long time, and I asked him, is it true that the actual the map of it is so huge? And he said he's like, yeah, you could fucking run for like literally a whole day straight in real time, and you wouldn't even get like an inch from it. It's very, and they actually said the map because it's randomly generated, I think. What they did, they said it's like bigger than the size of Great Britain. And this is you walking it. Like literally, this is you be on the floor walking to one side of Great Britain to the other, and that's how big the game is. Anyways, that's the end of the credits. So you give it a 7 out of 10 minus if it's not including with the paying price.
If you ignore the price tag, then it's a good 7. But if you don't, then it's like a 5.
See, I don't know. Like to me, the thing that bugs me the most is you had to pay to get that ending, the true ending.
Yeah. That's bullshit.
Yeah, so what other games do we have? Like, you had the, what was the other game you mentioned? You just mentioned it. Prince of Persia. Did Mass Effect do that? Or was it Mass Effect they did that because no one liked the original ending?
Mass Effect had an ending, but it was so god-awfully shit that they released a DLC to change it. However, I think that was planned, so.
You think that was planned?
I think it was.
Wow, so they just pissed people off.
I think it was like a PR thing. They did it for PR and it worked.
I should actually get into Mass Effect. I haven't played the first one because the whole bulky suit thingy. I don't remember. I remember you wearing this really weird bulky suit.
In Mass Effect 1 is just a weird game in general, so.
I remember when it first came out, everyone liked it.
Oh yeah, it's a great game, but it's just weird in how it operates.
The second game, I remember I fucked up completely. Anyways, so pretty much that's the end of, I don't think it was any more Dead Space 3. So, the DLC, you can do it or not. I personally, kind of sucks, but I mean, if you want the full experience, I would say get it. If you have like $10 just to fucking spare or whatever currency you're in, if it's less, more, I don't know, it's up to you. Okay, anyways, I don't know what else to say. I don't know, I kind of got pissed because for $10 for a thing that should be in the game. Yeah. It was a fun DLC, but it did not feel like an hour. Like, it literally felt like I played 15 minutes.
Yeah, like,
Okay, so, I'm not sure if the fourth one. You might see me playing the other ones, I might not. John Candy said he'd be playing the first one.
Yep.
And it says you killed 19 enemies with headshots. So instead of 2, you killed... Oh, so melee or weapon, yeah. So you'll probably see John Candy play his version of Dead Space. I might or might not, because I'm pretty shitty with Dead Space 2. Like Dead Space in general. If they do come out with the fourth one, and it is on the PlayStation 3, and it is co-op, most likely I'll play it with John Candy again.
Yeah.
But if it's not, or if it's on PC, I'm not quite sure. Anyways, talk to you guys later. Bye.
Yo, bye.